Hey everybody, welcome back to Bones and Brews. Today we're going to make some Chipotle smash burgers on the Blackstone. So let's get started. Alright, so for our Chipotle smash burgers, I'm going to start about an hour ahead of time by pre-making my burgers, and then I'm going to leave them in the fridge, kind of those balls, so just let everything kind of pull together there before I put them on the Blackstone. That gives me time too to kind of get everything else I'm going to make tonight with those smash burgers at the same time. So for our Chipotle smash burgers, it's only a couple of ingredients I'm using. I'm going to start with some ground chuck. So I've got 1.5 pounds here. I'm actually going to use probably about 1 pound of it. I'm going to save a little bit to make 2 or 3 burgers without the chipotles for my daughter because she doesn't like it spicy. So we are going to open that up here, get some gloves on here. I love using chipotles and adobo inside my burgers. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just love the way it tastes in that ground beef. So I'm going to break some of this off so I can save a little bit for those non-chipotle burgers later. All right, so based on that, probably about 1 pound of that, 1.5 pounds is in this bowl. All right. Then we're going to take our chipotles and that adobo sauce. They come in different size, smaller cans. You're not going to use very much of it, so I would say put it in a container, save the rest for later. I love using this in other ingredients as well. You can make some sauces for some wings with it. Use it inside some cream cheese when you smoke that cream cheese. A lot of things you can do with that chipotle and adobo sauce when you're making tacos, whatever you're doing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out 2 of those chipotles. We don't need a lot, to be honest. But what I also want to do is go ahead and grab some of that sauce while I've got the can open. So I'm going to grab about 2 spoonfuls of that because there's a lot of sauce, that adobo sauce that's in that can. Alright, so that's ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to grab my knife here, slide this out of the way. So I'm going to take those 2 chipotles, I'm going to go ahead and chop them up. Alright, that should be good right there. You see those seeds popping out of there? I want it all when I scoop this up and put it right inside that burger meat. And then after that we are going to mix this all together, but before we do, we're going to add one more item here. So I'm going to grab some from Meat Church. I'm going to use their Holy Cow. You could also just use a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. This is a great mix of that with a little bit of garlic, I believe, as well. So I just love the way this tastes inside that burger. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that across that ground beef. And we'll grab that bowl. We'll mix it all together. And you'll notice that as you're mixing it together, you'll see that chipotle sauce is really starting to just get all mixed into that ground beef. And once we get going there, so I'm going to make those smaller balls since I'm making those smash burgers. Some of you I know love to measure it out. I ain't got time for that. I'm going to measure out here. I'm going to make my burgers balls here. And then I'm going to throw them in my Pyrex container I have behind me here. I'm going to set them in that fridge for about 45 minutes to an hour, just to buy myself some time because I'm going to make some smashed potatoes at the same time tonight on that Blackstone. And when I do those smashed potatoes, I think I'm going to put some blue cheese on top of those with some other spices and herbs. So hopefully that should go really well with these Chipotle burgers. So I'm going to finish making these up, and then we're going to throw them in that Pyrex container, put them in the fridge, and we'll come back in an hour, get the Blackstone fired up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright folks, it is time to get our Chipotle burgers going here on the old Blackstone. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you guys how we do this. I'm going to start with 2 patties here. Dropping those on the Blackstone. As those are getting going. So I'm going to let those warm there for probably about 30 seconds before I smash them. While those are warming up on that side here and it's browning a little bit right before I smash them here, show you a little trick what we're going to do with the buns. So I'm going to use some avocado mayo, and I'm going to smother the inside of both sides of my buns. I'm going to place them over here on that Blackstone as well. There we go. I love using the avocado mayo inside my buns. It just gives it a great taste inside that bun. Instead of using butter or oil, works really well. Alright, so that's ready to rock and roll. And it's time to go ahead and smash those burgers down. So once again, I was using that 80-20 ground chuck. Get that off of there. It wants to stick to my... There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we'll let those cook for a moment or two before we flip them over. It's a good time to take a pause and enjoy some cold beverage here. So here's what we're going to be doing this afternoon with these as well. So once I flip them and are ready to rock and roll, I am going to put a piece of pepper jack cheese that has sliced at the deli for me today on each of these. And some bacon. I've already pre-cooked some bacon on the Blackstone, so it's ready to go. And then we're going to add some sliced avocado, and then some secret stuff here from St. Louis, from Beer Soft Shop. This is their off the hook habanero ranch, garlic ranch. I'm going to put a little bit on that as well. All right, so we're going to let these cook for another minute or two. We'll come back and flip them. Alright, let's check on those buns, see how they're looking. Oh yeah, look at that, nice and toasted. I'm going to flip them over here and just let the tops of and bottoms of them get a little brown on them as well, just for a moment. While that's happening, I've already flipped those burgers. So I'm going to grab myself some bacon here and break up that bacon in half, lay it across those burgers. Then I've got that sliced pepper jack cheese. Slide those closer to each other here. I'm going to let those smother here for about a minute and a half. While that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and take these buns off the Blackstone. And then we'll be ready to take those burgers, add that avocado, some of that habanero garlic ranch sauce, get them all plated here in just a moment. And let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's time to put those bad boys on the buns. So let's put the finishing touches on the old Chipotle burger here. So it's nice, and I've let it sit and rest here for about a minute. So remember that bacon is underneath that melted cheese. Burger's hiding underneath there as well, that smash burger. Got some fresh sliced avocado. So I'm going to put 2 slices of that on there. Oh yeah, I love avocado on a burger too. It tastes so good. Alright, so that avocado's on there. And then we're going to finish it off with just a little bit of the off the hook habanero garlic ranch from Beer Sauce Shop here in St. Louis. Put a little bit of that on there. There we go. And that, my friends, look at that toasted bun. Isn't that great? That avocado mayo. Holy cow. Lay that right on there. Wants to slide with that garlic habanero ranch. Woo. There we go. Lay that one on there as well. And that, my friends, is our Chipotle smash burger on the old Blackstone. Remember, the secret is just really that a Chipotle and adobo sauce, mixing it with that burger meat on the front end. After that, you can add whatever toppings you want. This is just the way I like to make them. So I'm going to grab myself my cold beverage here and enjoy one of these burgers. Let's give this one a taste right here. Smash that down. My avocado's already fallen off. Avocado, I had a lot of avocado on there. Mmm. Man, that's good. Avocado, bacon, cheese, a Chipotle burger. Man, that's good. You guys are going to love this. Remember, subscribe to our channel. We have lots more episodes coming out this summer. But enjoy this recipe on the Blackstone. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.